Well, this is an exciting day for me, and I really don't know how well this is going to film, but this just came in the mail today. I ordered it directly from Cricut. It is their Cricut Maker, the new Maker. Now this is the Cricut, does all the same stuff the old Cricuts do, but it also has a rotary blade, and they're coming out next month with a knife blade. The rotary blade cuts fabric, and the knife blade will cut a variety of thick pieces, including some leathers and thin wood, balsa wood, and I believe the basswood or basswood, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, will also be cuttable, which would be great for making signs and things like that. So I thought I would just share this with you and do a quick unboxing so you can see what we're getting in the basic kit. So just the one box, the Cricut Maker, and let's dig in. So it looks like we're going to have a Let's Get Started pack. And in here we have materials for our first project. It says so right on top. It's an envelope with some materials. And I believe in here we have a little bit of cardstock and some fabric. So it's not overly elaborate. Let's find out if I'm right about that. Yep, we have a nice piece of fabric, so we can do a test cut on that. We have a cardstock, and we have a larger piece of cardstock. So a couple little items to make sure you can put that machine to the test right away, just in case you haven't worked with Cricuts before and didn't have anything. We have the instruction booklet. It's not overly thick. That leads me to believe this won't be overly complicated. So this booklet will tell you about your machine, about some of the projects that you can do, and we'll tell you about design space, most importantly, and that's where the real magic happens, is in design space. This is interesting. With that knife blade, you can actually cut out puzzle pieces, the 3D projects, etc., and put those together. That's a huge new thing that you can do with these Cricuts. They have the tools, that rotary blade and the knife blade, a fine point blade, a scoring stylus, different pens that work with these machines, and then different mats. And the newest one is this pink fabric grip mat. It actually has just a light grip. And here's the catch too. You don't have to put any backing on the fabric. So quilters, we could cut out quilt squares on this machine. Just something to think about. So additional Cricut tools. So there's a little quick flip through. Really, best thing to do is just order one of these up. The retail price on this is $3.99. This is the rotary blade. Has a protective cover over it. Not this plastic box, but inside the package. So we'll keep that all together for now. And then we have a few more things. They're going to give you a pen. And this, I think it's a fine point. Let's see if I did my homework correctly. Oh, I can't see it on here. Let's open that up and see. .4 tip black. So I don't know if that's fine or medium. Either way, it's nice to have a Cricut pen. I have a power cord. Or, I'm sorry, this is a docking cord. It's a USB cord. Let's set all this aside and get to the fun stuff. There we go. Okay, I'm going to just put this on the table and get this box out of our way. So here it is out of the box. I'm going to just tip this up so you can see the front of that little baby. She's just really pretty, very elegant design. So also underneath that machine in the box was the power cord. I understand that this power cord is very specific to the Maker, that you don't interchange them. So this is your cord for your Maker. We'll set that aside. I also found 2 mats in there. Now they're a little curled up from being in the box, but they flatten out right away. Not a problem at all. You have the light blue mat. This is a light grip cutting mat for use with many materials, most materials. And we have the fabric grip cutting mat. This is fabric only. So you will not with this machine need to do any backing on the fabric. That's going to be wonderful. And can you imagine cutting out things like quilt pieces on a Cricut? How easy and nice that would be, especially when you have to do the same type of cut over and over and over again. I think that could just be fabulous for quilters. So I'll set these aside. And let's take a look at the inside. So when you open the lid, it just opens right up for you. And we have a very similar design to the Cricut Explore Air. We have the buttons over here on the right, a power button, the load and unload, the Cricut Go button, and the pause button. We have 2 holders, accessory holders here, one for cutting blades and one for our styluses and our pens for writing. So you can just interchange, you can't interchange these two, but you change out what you need in here and you just click these open. Let's give it a little balance there. That's your fine point cutting blade. So we'll put that back in. And then this opens up and you put your pens in here until they click down. I always hold it from underneath when I'm putting a pen down in here, and that just keeps it secure. You have an accessory holder drawer just in that front door there. You can put your longer accessories here, short here, and then they have that magnetic holder for blade tips, blade points. So that just closes down and everything stores right there. And while you're working, you also have 2 cups here, a deeper well so you can have your longer tools there, and then a shallow well so you can put your spare cutting blades, etc. when you're working and going back and forth. They can be right here and handy where you need them. And then I love this little tray right here. That is perfect for your iPod, iPad, or your iPhone, whatever you're working on for your design work. You can just work up your design space right on your device and set it right in here and just have it right in front of you while you work. Obviously it won't hold a laptop, but that's okay. It will hold your devices. So this is the Cricut Maker. It's a great machine. I can't wait to get started with it.